In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the ligaments of the ankle and foot complex. No doubt there are many to cover, but I'm going to cover the majority of the typical ones that get sprained within this area of the body. Now, have a look at this lateral side of the foot, and you can probably just make out some ligaments on this anatomical model along here. The majority of the ligaments that are sprained when you go over, so think about if you've got an ankle inversion sprain, then this ligament here, which is called the anterior talo, because it goes from the talus to the fibula, so it's called the anterior talofibular ligament, is the most commonly sprained ligament, I think, within the human body, rather than just in the ankle and foot complex. So this is called the ATFL, and you can see it just here. The next one will be the calcaneofibular ligament, just here. So this is known as the CFL. So the calcaneofibular ligament comes up like this, from the calcaneus to the fibula. There's also one at the back called the posterior talofibular ligament, and which is nowhere near as injured compared to the other two ligaments, as in the ATFL and the CFL. These three ligaments are known as the lateral collateral complex ligaments of the ankle and foot, because they're on the sides on here, and ATFL, CFL and PTFL are part of that complex. On the medial side, we have got the strong fibrous deltoid ligament, and the deltoid ligament is actually got four individual bands, even though they collectively come together as the deltoid. There is a posterior fiber here, so this is called the tibia, so this is known as the posterior tibiotalus ligament along here. We have got the mid fibers, so this would be known as the tibiocalcaneal fibers along here. And anteriorly, this actually is incorrect here, because we've got an anterior tibiotalar fiber, and then we've also got a tibionavicular fibers. So we've got a shorter fiber and we've got a longer fiber. So this looks like the tibionavicular, and if I show you on this one, you can see the tibionavicular fibers along here, and then there'll be a shorter fiber which would go to the anterior tibiotalus. Okay, so there'll be a shorter fibers in here, and then this group of ligaments will prevent the foot from basically everting, whereas the lateral ligaments will prevent the foot from inverting. Now, there is another ligament called the spring ligament, and you can see it here, also known as the plantar calcaneonavicular ligament, because of the bones it attaches, because it will go from the little shelf of the calcaneus called the sustentaculum tali here, and it will go to the navicular. And that spring ligament, it almost acts as a cradle for the head of the talus. So it's almost like saying my arm will be the plantar ligament, and then the talus will sit in there, so I'm cradling that talus head along here, even though it doesn't look like you can see that, but that's its role along here. On the actual tibia and fibula, there is a fibrous band in between here called the interosseous membrane, and this joint is known as the syndesmosis joint. There is also another ligament along this area here, and it will be the distal or the inferior tibiofibular ligament, and basically it will connect these two bones together. And then there is a posterior one behind, but it's not on this skeleton. There are many other ligaments, and I will do another video for them that will be associated to the foot complex. So the majority of the ligaments are basically part of the ankle complex. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the presentation.